Hello, everyone. This is Margaret Manning with 60andMe. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. And today I have with me Barbara Nathan. Barbara has a master's degree in psychology and specialty in child, clinical and family psychology. And we're going to talk about something today that I think everyone will find interesting. But first of all, welcome, Barbara.
Hello, Margaret. Delighted to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. Well, they say that patience is a virtue, but I think a lot of us have a challenge with that concept. And I know you've got some thoughts and insights about how to teach your grandchildren to be patient. You have a story to tell us which helps us to understand this concept of patience, and it has something to do with marshmallows.
I do. This goes back to the 1960s and 1970s. There was a series of research studies at Stanford University that became known as the Stanford Marshmallow Experiment. I will briefly recap the study here.
Okay.
There was a sample of preschool children, and they were asked to choose between one small reward immediately, in this case a marshmallow, or a double reward 15 minutes later of 2 marshmallows. Now they did a follow-up years later, and they found that those children who were willing to wait for the larger reward showed significantly higher scores on academic achievement and also significantly higher social achievement.
Wow.
So this is really an amazing finding. You can replicate the experiment if you want. If you read my article, I give you a link so you can try this fun test on your own grandkids.
You know, that is actually a really great test to do with them, because I think it is a discipline that is important. So why is patience so important for grandchildren? Why is it so important to teach it to them?
It's critically important because this is a quality that is going to come up again and again throughout your life, from childhood, adolescence, throughout adulthood. Later on, for example, you'll have the children applying to colleges, and later, even after that, applying to jobs, and they're not going to get immediate results. They might be rejected the first time around. In the case of applying for jobs, it might be multiple rejections. So they need to be able to deal with this. Also, there are going to be constant temptations along the way of people presenting things to them and immediate rewards which they should not accept. So patience at every age is an extremely important quality to develop, and it really begins in childhood. And there's so much you can do as the grandparent to help even very young children develop this quality. One thing you can do is be a good role model yourself. So exercise moderation and restraint in your own daily activities. Don't give in to unnecessary temptation, and your children won't either. And teach your grandchildren to follow your own good example.
So how do you actually reinstill that value, though? I mean, what kind of tips would you give to a child? How would you talk to a grandchild to explain patience?
I think the primary thing is exhibiting the quality yourself so that the children will see it and they will copy you. On the contrary, if the adults around them are constantly yelling and demanding, they will pick up this behavior themselves. They will see it as being okay because this is what the adults are doing. Also, you can interrupt the child whenever you see him or her displaying behavior that's inappropriate, and explain to them, without losing your temper, that this is not the best way to go about it.
No, I think that's really that calming influence in getting them to think about things before they act and just, see things work their way out. So that's great. Those are really great pieces of advice. Thank you so much. So if you have any questions for Barbara, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it. And you can subscribe to our channel so that you can hear the videos first. Thank you again, Barbara, for joining us today. It was really great information. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure to be here.